Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Tea and Trapeze. I'm so happy to be here with you. There's so many good things going on. I feel like I say the same thing every time, but literally it's just, there's so much good stuff going on. I got on the phone call with a gentleman that I'm working with, and he's always saying that I'm so jovial on the phone, and he's like, how can I one-up her? But this is after he said what he said. So he asked me how I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm wonderful, how are you? And he goes, I'm fantastic, but I'm about to be better. And I kind of was like, and then he told me that. I was like, wow, but you know, even think about the people that you communicate on a regular basis. Like, are you saying the same things of like the same mundane things, kind of going with the day and going with the weeks? Like, I'm good, how are you? Oh, I'm good, I'm fine. Like, honestly, those words are used all like so often, they don't even have meaning anymore. Like, I feel like when you ask someone how they're doing, you would kind of expect them even to just say, well, I'm good, things are okay. You don't expect people to say like, I'm blessed, things are amazing, things are fantastic, and they're about to get any better, like even better. You don't expect anyone to ever say anything like that in response to, how are you, you know? So just a little bit of self-reflection. So the next time someone asks you how you are, actually like tell them how you are. And it's so funny because when I engage with my friends and I ask them, how are you? And I get a good or a fine, I'm like, no, how are you? Like, tell me literally how you are. So anyway, but I'd like to share with you guys, I've been watching a lot of TED Talks lately, which is very beneficial for me and just like my mindset. But I went to attend a TED Talks event. I was a part of the audience at the Graduate Center in New York City on Friday, and it was amazing. There were so many speakers. It's split up in 3 different sessions, and there was a woman, Leah Foster, and she's a blogger. She's been blogging since like 2009, and she was talking for about 18 minutes, but everything about her, like, I was so intrigued about, like, down to her intro about, like, you know, she's a fashion blogger and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I need to hear everything that comes out of her mouth. And like, as she's talking, I'm taking notes. I'm like so into everything she's saying. I'm like nodding my head. And then during her speech, she says, is there any bloggers in the audience? And I like raised my hand. I don't know if anyone else raised their hands, but she acknowledged me. She was like, good, I like you. You're nodding your head. You're paying attention to everything I say. She's like, I see you. I was like, oh, so that was really nice. But I was able to meet her afterwards and like just tell her how much I appreciate her taking the time to be there for the event and just share her story. She basically said, like, when you're blogging and you're as a blogger, like, you want to be authentic. You don't want to kind of sell your soul just to get the content or just to get like the Prada bag or, you know, to walk on the runway or anything. She says you always want to be true to yourself because, again, coming through the camera, people can tell. And I didn't think people could tell, you know, if you're being fake or, you know, if you're being real through the camera. But my goal is just to be myself, you know? So it's just very interesting to hear her side of it because I felt like, oh, if I do this, maybe I'll get a positive response on that or, you know, a different increase on certain things. Because as a business page on Instagram, you get all kinds of statistics on how well your posts are doing this and the engagement, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, how else can I increase, you know, my content and increase engagement? And it's just basically on me, you know. So maybe my biggest thing, honestly, is to be consistent. I have a hard time with consistency, and that's not even for vlogging. That's literally like my whole life. Like, my parents are split up, so I was with my dad for 2 weeks and my mom for a weekend. So when it gets to like that 2-week range, like, consistency goes out the window. And it like even happens when I used to work in New York. Like, I tried to be on time for my job longer than 2 weeks, and something happened. Like, the train would break. So I'm like, whatever. I just don't think consistency is my strong point. It's definitely something I'm working on, especially for you guys, because I love sharing this with you guys. And I love to kind of, you know, work here and do all this fun stuff here, and then kind of communicate with you guys about it. Like, oh, this is what's going on. But I guess I haven't been saying anything that's bad. I don't know. Meh. Whatever, it's fine. If you want, we can go deeper into some other things, but not just yet. Yeah, so I'm sneaky. I have a post-it note on the back of my teacup, so I don't forget any points that I want to say. Instead of having a big notebook like I did last week, I really didn't like that. It was kind of distracting. Like, this is a little bit distracting too, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Leah Foster was an amazing part of the TED Talks. I signed up for a couple other TED Talks because I feel like it's one thing to be behind your computer, but it's another thing to be there and really engaging with the speaker. Like the speaker, Leah, she acknowledged me. She was like, I felt like she was talking directly to me. And the fact that she acknowledged me in her speech saying, you know, oh, I see you, girl. I see you. I see your hard work. I see how interested you are. So how much I was paying attention. So it's different from being behind your computer versus being in the audience. So if you can attend a TED Talks, I definitely recommend that you guys participate in the audience. Okay, and I also want to mention, so in the previous weeks, several people have been reaching out to me on Instagram, hey, are there any classes here? Are there any classes in Brazil? Are there any classes in Maryland? Or any classes in Texas? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, if you want a class where you live, give me a call. I will come and set everything up. I'll bring all my equipment with me. We can set up in a CrossFit gym. I'm about it. So if you guys want me to come through, bring my equipment, do a trapeze class, let me know. We'll totally make it work. If you want to do something on the personal side where you want to set up your own trapeze in the house and I can work with you directly online, let me know. Shoot me a DM or shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to hook you up with the whole package. So you get the hooks, you get the trapeze, you get the video how to hook it up. If you're local to the area, I can come to the house and hook it up for you. But again, let me know, guys. Do you want me to come to Madrid? I'll come to Madrid, whatever. I'm up for travel. Yoga teacher for hire, basically. So let me know, guys. But the other thing, so Pinaf Crunch. These things are amazing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these. I've never heard of them. This is the first time I ever heard of them, and I met the gentleman Juan in October, part of the Veg Fest. These are like Cheetos, but they're peanuts. There's peanut oil. So there's navy beans, white rice, peanut oil, tapioca starch, cane juice, brown rice protein, peanuts, and salt. So there's only a few things in here, but they're vegan and they're so yummy. So we actually teamed up to do a little cross promotion. I'll be participating in a health and wellness event this Thursday at the Hudson Community College. And I'll also be having these the pinups with me to sell, just because people are on the go and you always want snacks, and I definitely want snacks with me too. And they're good just to eat alone, or I'm a vegan, so if you make nice cream, so just frozen bananas blended up with like cacao powder, a couple other things, and you take the crunches and you kind of just break them up over the nice cream. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah. As a vegan, you really can't have Cheetos. Well, you can't have Cheetos, and Cheetos don't even really taste good. I remember when I was younger, I had Cheetos. They were caught the insides of my mouth because I like to suck on them just to kind of get the flavor out, and I don't know, I just like the texture. But these things are so good, and I would eat them now, but I already did eat some, so I'm not gonna eat them. I'm gonna save these for Thursday. But if you guys want to try them, check them out on Amazon. Super good, super amazing, and I'll also tag them on my Instagram post as well. So another thing that I have going on is I'm so excited about. So remember when I went to Hungary, I did the workshops, the back strengthening workshops. So now we're doing them in the States, and yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of them. So I'm sorry if you get sick and tired of seeing my posts about these workshops and about strengthening your back, but I believe no one should have back pain, especially if there's alternatives to injections and surgery. Again, just what I live, so this is what I'm exuding. So if you have back pain, guys, contact me. You're local to the area, let's do this. Guys, with the 2 new locations opening up, we're gonna be offering some very special deals, like maybe some unlimited trapeze classes so you can bounce back between the 2 opening locations. But that's only for a limited amount of time, so not everyone's gonna get that special. So once you see that special, please jump on it. Until then, talk soon. Peace, love, trapeze.